Hey, Phil. Do you have a minute? I got to the wedding hall and to the waiting room for relatives when a security guard approached me and escorted me out. What's going on? I'm your sister, for God's sake. Why do I have to be kicked out?
Are you for real? You actually came?
Yeah, well, to be honest, I wasn't really up to it, but Mom and Dad said I should show up today. Thought it would at least make things look good, like we're a normal family or something. I really didn't want to, but they insisted and I show up and this is how you treat me? I knew I should have just ignored them. I really didn't expect to be treated like some dodgy character off the street.
Oh yeah, about that. I asked the wedding hall to kick any suspicious-looking people out. In particular, I told them I had good information that my younger sister was attempting to sneak into the wedding and disrupt the festivities and ruin her brother's happiness. I even gave them a photo of you so when they spotted this penniless beggar girl, I instructed them to send you packing.
Are you for real? Besides, for your information, I'm not penniless. Why would I even try to disrupt your wedding? I have nothing to gain by doing that.
Well, I don't know about that.
What do you mean?
The fact is, you work for a company that's a client of ours, a subcontractor, to be precise. Which means me, your brother, works for the bigger company and the younger sister at a meager subcontractor. I can't believe we're relatives. I mean, the difference here is overwhelming. The truth is, you envy me so much that you would interfere with my success any way you could. Am I right?
That's where you're wrong, Phil. I don't envy at all. But I do think you're a pain in the ass.
Huh? A pain in the ass? How am I a pain in the ass?
You're being a pain in the ass right now! I was interested in joining this company from way back, and I went through a lot of hurdles to finally get this position. It just so happens that my company had business dealings with your company. It was nothing that I had planned. So why am I being held accountable? Makes no sense. You're being a total pain in the ass.
That does not change the fact that you're a subcontractor. That means your company can't survive without us providing you with work. You work at this company, which means you rely on us to survive. A bottom feeder is what you are.
Are you still living in the 1950s or something? That's the kind of small-mindedness that drives me crazy.
What are you saying, that I'm old-fashioned?
I heard that your company president and ours has been a long-time family friend for generations. So, I wouldn't make such derogatory remarks in the office if I were you. If you did something stupid at work, I would be super embarrassed. So, please, don't.
Oh yeah, bark all you want. You really think you can outdo me? We're the main contractor here. Get it? Main and sub. You're the sub, Marge. Get that through your little head. As proof, although it's a weekend, weren't you supposed to work today?
Pardon me? Why?
I'm sure you know that I handle all business dealings between your company and more, right? I just called your company and demanded that they get that latest project done a week early.
Excuse me? What are you talking about?
Well, I can't really talk about the details because it's confidential, but when I was on the phone, the staff were in pure panic mode. So I'm pretty sure you'll be getting a call any time now. Good luck with that.
Hold on a second. Are you for real? You move a project deadline up a week? And you give no concrete reason for doing so? You can't be serious. As a business, that is not acceptable.
What have I been saying for the last few minutes? That's what it means to be the main contractor. A sub has no say in how we do business. It's probably for the better that you not attend the wedding anyway. Better if you get to work on the project. I'd rather you not be here. You just ruined the whole atmosphere.
I hope you're not dragging business into personal matters.
You better get going. Your staff is a panic.
Yeah, whatever. I guess I better get over there.
It's hard being penniless, isn't it? Not time to rest.
Better talk to the CEO and apologize.
Yeah, you do that. Get that project done on time, or no more further contracts.
Hello, Mr. Jensen. Can we talk?
Oh, that you, Marsh? What's up?
I'm using the company line for business reasons. Sorry.
I see. Yeah, no problem. Okay, sounds like it's something important. What's up? Oh, by the way, wasn't it your brother's wedding day today?
I'm contacting you because this may be an emergency situation. Because of me.
Seriously? An emergency situation?
Was there some sort of inquiry into the current project that the R&D department is working on with my brother's company? Which, as you know, is the main contractor?
What kind of inquiry?
I think it's about Project A. I heard they were going to move the project deadline by 1 week. I was wondering if my brother had contacted the project manager, or possibly the site superintendent. Maybe you, perhaps.
Do you mean the issues we have with our main contractor, Ace Industries? Come this Monday, we plan to end the project by the end of business day.
Really? I didn't realize that.
Yeah, sorry about that. We haven't had time to put out a proper announcement, being that it's still Saturday and all. Figured we would put something out by the end of the week.
Was there a problem with Ace Industries?
Actually, yes. The guy running the whole project, the staff says he's a little, patronizing toward them. And the deadlines as well as pricing. It's all haphazard. I was getting a lot of complaints from the on-site managers and staff, and the whole situation has created a totally negative atmosphere in the workplace. We agreed to terminate the project as of Monday. We'll complete it on time, but after that, we don't intend to renew any more new contracts with Ace.
I see. I just want to verify something. The person who is in charge of the project at Ace Industries is...
Yes, that's right. I'm afraid it's your brother Phil.
Yeah, I figured as much. I'm really sorry for this, him being my brother and all.
Don't worry about it. I know all about your family situation, no worries. We have several major projects going now, and they plan to renew going forward, so as for, company profits, it won't hurt to lose a contract with Ace Industries.
I'm glad to hear that, long as there's no major loss to the company.
But why did your brother talk to you directly about this situation?
Sorry to burden you, but you're at the office today, right? If possible, I would like to hear a bit more of the details regarding this matter. If it's okay with you, that is. Could you spare a bit of time?
No problem. I'll be here in my office. Stop at any time.
March! March, pick up!
Would you stop? What the hell do you want? I've gotten 50 messages from you in the past 15 minutes.
Well, that's because you won't reply.
I was driving. I had my phone on manner mode. Didn't see it until I got to the office. So, what's the rush? What do you want?
Get back to the wedding hall right this second.
You can't be serious. 1 minute you kick me out. The next minute you want me back. What the hell do you want? You're a real pain in the butt.
Where the hell are you right now?
Like I said, I just arrived at the office. After what you said, I was worried and decided to stop in. So, what is this? Something happened over there?
I really think I screwed up.
Excuse me?
About moving that project up 1 week.
Yeah, that's why I'm at the office. I wanted to check up on that. I just talked to the president about that, and he says the project will be terminated by the end of business on Monday. But said they will clear up any loose ends according to the contract. But they don't plan to renew next year. What's this all about? What you do?
That project was supposed to go to another subcontractor. I was handling several different clients and I got the subcontracting companies wrong. I thought you were working at that company and I told them to move up the project date. But then I found out that the CEO of that company was my wife's relative, and a staff member contacted my boss, and long story short, they found out I was trying to hide the fact that I made a mistake on the project deadline date.
You're kidding, right?
He just came into my fiance's room screaming and yelling about it.
Let me get this straight. You screwed up with the project deadline. You tried to cover it up by blaming me and my company for the mistake. Is that what you're trying to say? That's the stupidest thing I ever heard. How could you screw up the companies?
Shut your mouth. I wasn't asking for your opinion. That's why I want you back here ASAP.
Why should I go back there? That would solve nothing.
We can just say that you screwed up the project deadline.
Wait, what?
I'll work something out, and all the blame can be laid at your feet.
You've totally lost it, Phil.
What?
The department I work for has zero connections with Ace Industries. That's R&D's project. And the mistake you made with the deadline date was with another subcontractor, right? I have no relationship to this project or to your company. Blaming it on me just won't fly.
But maybe.
Excuse me?
We can. There must be.
Hello? Hey, are you still there? What? Is your phone busted or something?
No.
Is that you, Phil? You're not making sense. I really thought your phone totally shut down. Overheated, perhaps?
My marriage, it's over. I got a divorce. It's only been a few days.
Oh, yeah? Well, you really did a number on that subcontracting company, owned by your wife's relative, I hear.
On top of that, I'm getting fired.
Pardon me?
At this rate, I know I'm going to get terminated. I figured I had it coming with that project deadline fiasco, but then the CEO and sales rep from your company shows up and tell us that they have terminated all future contracts with us going forward.
Yeah, I heard about that. They tell me that you were very patronizing towards them and made quite a few unrealistic demands. You created such negative work environment that they saw no other choice but to cut ties with Ace Industries. By the looks of it, it seems like you've been treating other subcontractors the same way.
But it's the duty of all subcontracting companies to obey all demands of the main contractor. That goes without saying. All these companies have no appreciation for us.
That's the kind of attitude that gets you fired.
Sorry, but I'm not fired quite yet.
To me, it just seems like a matter of time. I mean, I see zero remorse for what you did. You have no feelings of regret for all the trouble you caused those subcontractors.
Why am I to blame for everything?
Don't ask me, Phil. Like I keep telling you, you're a total pain in the ass.
Not that again.
You're not a kid anymore, Phil. Work it out yourself. See you around, big brother. My brother got divorced just 4 days after his wedding. They made him pay the entire cost of the wedding, and also a fair amount as compensation. Yes, and he eventually got fired. Due to his patronizing business methods, some clients were severely traumatized by his actions and ended up needing psychiatric care. I'm pretty sure there will be consequences for this later on. Some will probably sue him for emotional distress. At first, Ace Industries was contemplating relocating him to another branch, but due to the potential legal problems, they decided to let him go. So, now my folks were burdened with an unemployed son, with a significant debt to pay off, and potential lawsuits pending. As for me, I told my folks I was marrying the CEO of the company that Phil had severely berated. You really should have seen their faces when I gave them this news. They knew full well they could never rely on me for help. They always favored my big brother over me. And Phil hasn't changed his animosity towards me in the least. Last I heard, the three of them are living together and working day and night to pay off their son's debt.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hi, Phoebe. I was wondering if you have a minute to talk? It's about your wedding tomorrow.
Oh, Tina. Hello. Are you already on your way here? You did tell me earlier that you'd arrived the day before, as it felt like traveling from Laguna Beach to San Francisco with how long it takes, right?
Yeah, well, about that.
You know, I really can't wait for tomorrow to celebrate my special day with my closest friend. I'm really looking forward to it, Tina.
Oh, Phoebe, I'm really sorry.
Huh? What are you sorry for?
I can't go to your wedding tomorrow, Phoebe. I'm really sorry. I'll make it up to you.
What? Why can't you come?
Early this morning, my mom passed away.
What? Your mom died?
She was hospitalized a little while ago, but her condition got worse really quickly, and then early this morning, she passed away. So everything has been organized for her wake to be tomorrow, and for her funeral to be the day after that.
You've got to be pulling my leg, Tina. Well, how about that, huh?
What do you mean?
The timing is just all too convenient with your so-called mother's funeral happening on the exact day as my celebration.
I don't know what you mean, Phoebe.
Now that you say that, it seems like this has been your plan all along, so you don't have to go. Just like that time when I said, let's go to the Golden Gate Bridge. You refused and said you had a tutoring session.
No. I just couldn't skip the session and let my tutor down.
And when I asked you to come to that mixer with me, you refused and said that you were with your boyfriend.
Well, usually if you have a boyfriend, you tend to not go to mixers.
And of course, to put the cherry on top, I invite you to study at the same college as me, which you refused once again, and went to a trade school far away from where I was studying.
Hey, that trade school is well known for having good teachers, so that's why I chose to go there.
Don't hate me. These are all just your excuses for not giving a crap about your best friend.
What excuses are you on about, Phoebe? I don't have any.
Well, this time sure feels like the other times you've made up excuses to get out of stuff with me. It's obviously such a bother for you to travel from Laguna to San Francisco. So you just say your mother died so that you don't have to go. Why must you lie to me to get out of my wedding?
I'm not lying to you. Phoebe, don't you realize how horrible you're being right now? I'm the only child from a single-parent household. She was the only family I had. How dare you say such things to me when my mother literally just passed away?
If I have to cancel last minute on my wedding, I'm cutting you out of my life.
What? You're not making any sense. Don't blame me if you want to cancel your own wedding.
This is going to be a really dark part of my life if my best friend is being completely unreasonable before my big day. If you don't like that, then you need to come to my wedding tomorrow or else.
Phoebe,
What? You can't say anything more than one-word answers?
Right. Okay. I guess this situation can't be helped.
Well, I'm just going to leave the conversation at that for now, bestie. I'm looking forward to meeting up tomorrow for my special day. Now, what the heck is going on? Tina, you said that you were going to come today. If you didn't come, I said I was cutting you out of my life. But if it ain't that, are you running late? If you are, I'll forgive you. It's normal to leave a message that you are, though. So, where are you right now?
I'm at my mother's house in San Diego.
What? San Diego? But if you catch a plane from there to San Francisco, then you should be able to attend my wedding, right?
Phoebe, I've told you this already. My mother's wake is today, and her funeral is tomorrow.
Wow, even the funeral is not real. You're still lying to me. Normally, wakes happen at night. So, before that, you can attend my wedding, and then you can go back to your mom's house.
Phoebe, I'm the one in mourning here. It might be hard for you to understand until you've experienced it for yourself, but funerals are a hectic and emotional time. To be honest, I can't go out just for a few hours and then come back to the wait. It wouldn't feel right.
Well, your mom's funeral is all a big fat lie so that you don't have to travel here. If you're in San Diego now, hurry up, get on a plane, and come to my ceremony. It's so not cool to have my own best friend's seat empty at my wedding.
Why would I lie about my own mother's funeral? It's real. Can you please just let me give a good send-off to my mother from this life?
It's totally unreasonable that my own friend would rather lie than not come and celebrate her best friend's wedding.
Well, my mother's funeral is my #1 priority at the moment. And on that note, I need to go.
Fine. It doesn't even matter. If you're going to be so unreasonable, then I understand perfectly. I will tell all my friends who are here today all about what you said, even if it's at the cost of losing all my friends and becoming a loner. I would rather have that than a best friend who always refuses my requests.
Good evening, Tina. How's it going? Do you have time to talk? It's about the wedding yesterday.
Oh, hey, what about it? Wait, is this you, Grant?
Yeah. Before I mention the wedding, I heard that your mom had passed away. Guess the funeral has already taken place. I'm sorry for your loss, and I wanted to send my sincere condolences.
Oh, yes, the funeral's over. Thank you for your kind words, Grant. I appreciate it. It's been a while since we last caught up, right? About 5 years ago at our middle school reunion?
Yeah, around about then. It's a shame I couldn't meet you this time, though, at the wedding.
What do you mean? Wedding? Are you talking about Phoebe's wedding?
Yeah, Phoebe's partner is actually me.
Whoa, for real?
I wasn't sure if you knew because the last name on the invitation was different. Because of a difficult family situation, I was adopted by a member of my mother's family, and so I took their last name.
Oh, I see. That's why I didn't make the connection.
Yeah, anyways, I'm here to report on the real issue at hand.
Report? What's going on?
Phoebe and I want to get a divorce from her.
Oh, right. Wait, what?
Originally, it was Phoebe who had invited you and should have told me about what's been going on with you. It seems like you've told her a lot about your mother and what happened to her. So I've taken over as the person to keep in contact with you since she doesn't believe you.
Oh, right, I see. But tell me again why you're filing for a divorce? It hasn't been that long since you've registered your marriage, right?
Well, yeah, that's true. It hasn't been that long. The whole thing with Phoebe saying that you were lying about your mother's funeral and that would in turn cancel the wedding last minute just didn't sit right with me.
Oh, right, that whole mess. No matter how much I tried to tell her that this is real, she just wouldn't believe me. So, she was going to tell all the friends that were attending how crazy and unreasonable I am.
Yeah, basically. Why I wanted to get a divorce is because of all the turmoil from this, you see.
Oh, so it's not that great on your end either, huh?
After the wedding ceremony, Phoebe's mother told me that she heard from a guest that her mother's funeral was in fact real. That guest said that, but Phoebe had decided it was a lie in her eyes. Phoebe, who should have been sad and heartbroken for your loss, was in fact insulted that you wouldn't be able to attend. So she prioritized herself and her special day before you. That's when I started to get really angry with her in front of the guests. From that point, my own parents, relatives, and other guests were like, what the heck's going on? After listening to her, I came to the conclusion that this was a terrible thing for a person to do to their best friend. In the end, the wedding was canceled, and I've decided to file for a divorce and discuss those sorts of things with her.
That's such a shame that a special day like that could end the way it did. I'm really sorry for all the trouble that this has caused.
It's alright, Tina. I didn't want any apologies from you. and I really didn't want to say too much about what was going to happen until I talked to Phoebe. It was inevitably going to happen sooner or later, and it was the time to talk about it with you. Instead, it's good to know in the early stages what Phoebe's true character is really like. I don't blame you for the lead up to our divorce, so please don't worry about all this.
Oh, okay then. Thank you, Grant.
Yeah, Phoebe might start complaining to you about all this though, so just giving you a heads up.
Okay, got it. Be careful with all the things you have to do. Thank you for your kindness throughout this ordeal. Good luck.
Tina, are you there? Grant just filed a divorce from me. What are you going to do about it since you're the one responsible for this whole mess? Since, coincidentally, your mother died around the same time as my wedding and you couldn't make it. Tina, you're supposed to put your best friend first, but no, you couldn't even do that. Why do I have to get divorce papers thrown at me? Tina, don't ignore me. This is all your fault.
Are you not aware of why Grant is divorcing you? Do you not realize what you said about me?
What do you even mean? Why are you saying that I'm the bad guy here? You're the one who messed up. Do you really think you're the victim in all this?
Of course you don't even try to understand what you said was wrong. Phoebe, you really need to learn that not everyone has the same point of view as you, and to respect others when things happen. What if you knew someone close to you had passed away? Would you want to go to a wedding that was being held at the same time as the funeral?
I don't know, Tina. Would you quit preaching to me about things that haven't even happened? Anyways, hurry up and get outside. Can't you hear the ding-dong noise of your bell?
Huh? What are you talking about?
Since I got divorced, my parents have cut me off, so I can't go back to my family's house. I need to live somewhere, and since you're the one that caused the divorce in the first place, I thought maybe I could come here and live with you. You have to make it up to me.
But
Hurry up and open the door! It's a bit chilly down here in San Diego, so let me in!
look, Phoebe, I've already gone back to Laguna, to where my company's dormitory is.
You don't live in San Diego anymore?
Phoebe, you know that I went to trade school in Laguna. I found a job there as well. The house that my mother and I lived in was a rental. I canceled the lease when my mother passed away. So that house is up for rent right now. It's completely empty.
What? Then where the heck am I supposed to go if you're not here?
No matter what you say, it's not going to change the fact that I don't want to help you. You cut me off, remember? I think it would be weird if we were to live together. Just so I can make it up to you. I don't need to do that.
Because it was all your fault that this has happened.
Either way, I live in my company's dormitory. I can't room with someone who isn't involved with the company. Phoebe. Plus, with your lavish lifestyle, it wouldn't work at all.
Well, you need to do something to change that.
If I'm saying it doesn't work, Phoebe.
Tina, you can't do this to me.
You don't even realize what you've done, Phoebe.
I can't live down here. Help me out, please.
You cut me off, Phoebe. There's not much I can do for you, and I don't want to anyways.
Wait, no! You can't just abandon your best friend. Please, don't leave me. I need you.
Goodbye, and good luck, Phoebe. I don't want to hear from you again. It seems I have very good friends and acquaintances other than Phoebe. Many of them have expressed their condolences to the loss of my mom. I want to cherish my friendships with them as much as I can. Also, when it comes to Phoebe, she owed a significant amount of money as she was held responsible for canceling the wedding and Grant divorcing her for what she said to me. It seems that she tried to move into my house because she wanted to save money by not having to pay rent. Her plan ended up backfiring on her and had no choice but to move to Los Angeles. It seems like she somehow finally found a live-in job. Because of her personality, she seemed to find it quite glamorous on the first day. It was immediately confirmed that none of the other staff liked her, so she was on her own. She would be eating her lunch by herself in a toilet stall. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hi there, Colin. Do you have a moment to talk?
Hello there. You must be Alex's mother, right? Shall I call you Yolanda, or will I have to get used to call you Mom too?
You can just call me Yolanda, thank you.
Got it. Yolanda it is. I just want to say thank you for meeting me so suddenly today. I hope I didn't interrupt any of your busy schedule.
No, there was no problem there at all, actually. Besides, you didn't drop in. It was Alex that invited you over, correct?
He told me that you two were going to go mushroom hunting in the mountains today, but then the weather suddenly turned. That's when Alex messaged me and invited me over.
Yes, I am well aware of how you ended up coming over. And I thought you brought over a very lovely gift as well. Alex must have told you how much I love marzipan.
Well, I'm very happy that you liked it. I just wanted to try and make a good first impression for you since it was our first time meeting.
Yes, right. Well, anyways, there really is just one little problem, if I may.
Oh, really? Well, yes, certainly. Since I'm going to be your son-in-law, I hope that you can feel free to talk to me openly.
I heard from Alex that you're about 5 years older than him, aren't you?
Yes, that is true. I'm currently working as a department head at my company.
Yes, I think I remember him mentioning something about that as well.
But I suppose this problem of yours has something to do with this gap between our ages?
That's right. I do have a problem with your difference in age. If you're 5 years older than my Alex, then that makes you about 31 years old, doesn't it?
That's right. But I'm going to be turning 32 in a couple of months, actually.
Well, then that settles it. Things are much worse than I originally thought.
I'm sorry. What seems to be the problem here? Do you think you could tell me exactly what's wrong with me being that much older than your son?
If you honestly can't even guess as to why that might be upsetting me, then this just clinches it all the more that you're the wrong man for my boy.
I'm sorry, but I still feel like I'm not following along right now.
Very well. If you're going to make me spell it out, then I guess I have no choice. I just want to know how you two plan on having any kind of kids if you're that much older than him.
Miss, I'm very sorry to say, but I don't think it's my age that's going to cause problems there.
Now you listen to me, young man. I'm getting up there at age 2, and I want grandchildren soon. What I want to know is how you two are supposed to raise in children if you're already so much older than your husband. I don't know how you convinced him to fall in love with you anyways.
Well, again, I really don't think the age is the issue here. But if you really want to know, we have talked about options for adoption. We've looked really deeply into the process and we don't see any reason why we would be denied the child. We even talked to a consultant about this maybe 6 months ago.
Oh, really? Is that so? Well, adoption is a very lengthy process, and I don't think that you can take anything for granted at all.
I suppose you're right about that, but I really don't think that we're going to have any issues when it comes to that.
And I guess that you just know everything and can predict the future, huh? Honestly, men can be arrogant sometimes.
I don't really know what to say except that I'm sorry.
Now, I don't care if my Alex wants to marry someone that he loves, but I just wish that he chose someone closer to his age. What was that boy thinking? If anything, he should have found someone younger than himself.
Well, I am very sorry that this is scarring you, but I can't really change my age, so...
That's right. That's why I want you to break up with my son. I know that you two just got engaged, but as his mother, I don't approve of you two being together. I won't stand for any arguing either. You are going to break up with him, and that is it.
Hey Colin, are you there? Just wondering if you have a moment to talk really quick.
Oh hey, Gina. Sure, we could talk right now. I'm sorry that it's been so long since we've last spoken. My life has just been kinda crazy lately. How are you doing?
Well, if I'm being honest, I'm not doing very well, actually.
Oh no! I'm so sorry to hear that. Do you mind if I ask what happened?
Of course you can. That's why I came to you. The truth is that I haven't mentioned this to anybody at all yet. You're the first person that I'm talking to this about.
Well, I'm really honored that you would come to me with something so serious. I promise to be discreet, so please, tell me what's on your mind.
I think that I might be being followed by some guys who want me to marry him and his mother.
Wait a second. You mean like you think they might be stalking you?
I guess that's probably the more accurate way of putting it, really. Well, okay, I'll come out and tell you the truth, but I don't want you to freak out. Or maybe you will, no matter what. Ugh, maybe this is a bad idea.
It's okay. I promise to listen to what you have to say first. You can't open to me, cuz.
Well, I think that I'm being stalked by that man you're getting married to and his mother.
Wait, what? Are you serious?
I know, it sounds crazy. But remember around the time when you two got engaged? I sent you a text congratulating you, and then I asked to see a picture of the lucky guy, right? Well, the man that was following me was the same man. It was Alex.
Wow. I just don't even know what to say to that. Although, now that you mention it, he has been sounding and acting really coldly towards me whenever we talk on the phone. But you're only 19 years old. Why is he following you?
I don't know. I seriously have no idea what's going on. But I'm really starting to freak out right now.
Do you think he even knows that you're my cousin?
I don't know. He might...
I see. Okay. Well, this is a lot to take in all at once. I guess now I just know who Alex really is.
What are you talking about? Do you know something about this?
Well, I haven't mentioned this to anyone either, but Alex's mom is quite against us getting married.
She is? But why?
She said that she thought I was too old for Alex and that if we had a kid, the age difference would be too much for the kid to handle. But I'm not even that much older than him. She says she's fine with him marrying me, but I think she's just hiding her true feelings.
Wait a second. So this is all about having kids? Well then, I think that reminds me of something.
You're kidding. Did someone say something to you? What did you think of?
I happened to overhear them while they were walking extra close behind me. I think I remember his mom saying something like she didn't want to take any chances and wanted a guarantee that she would get a grandchild. She said something about forcing his wife to take a fertility test, but that he would need to find someone to marry first. Then I heard her say to Alex that she was going to deliver the girl to a hotel room soon and for him to wait there.
Wait a second. Did she really say that? Well, that's not just stalking. That's basically conspiracy to kidnap.
I know. I'm I'm so scared and disgusted and feel sick, and I can't stop shaking. I ran right there on the street when I heard all that.
Oh, Gina, I'm just so sorry that you got mixed up in all of this.
But it isn't your fault at all. I just don't know what to do, and I know you were the only person that I could go to for help with this.
Of course, I'll talk to my parents right away. I'll work on things myself as well, but I know that my parents will be able to help out a bunch with this.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you so much for listening and understanding. Let me know when you have a plan.
Are you there, Colin? I want you to know that I am using the message to formally let you know that you are no longer engaged to marry my son. In fact, Alex is going to be marrying your little cousin instead. He's already proposed to her, although she hasn't given him an official response yet. But that's just because the young lady was so embarrassed and shocked that she ran away from Alex on the spot. I am sure that she's going to come back and say yes any moment now. Of course, even if she does, I'll have to make sure that she is fit to be my son's bride. And as soon as I've given her a full physical, the two will marry. So anyways, I just want you to know that you no longer have any connection to my son or my family at all. I never want you to bother me nor my son again. Furthermore, since you two work at the same company, I demand that you quit your job. It's unacceptable for my son's former fiancée to be working in the same place as him, and it's just going to cause trouble for you both. Hello? Colin? I know that you're reading these messages. I can see that they are showing up as read. Hey! Answer me right now!
I'm afraid that that's the case. It's your son who's going to be fired, Yolanda.
Wait, what? Colin, just what is going on here, huh? Explain yourself right now. Why was Alex just told that he was being fired from his job? What did you do?
Hey there, Yolanda. I was wondering what I was going to be hearing from you. I'm afraid you're asking the wrong question, though. I didn't do anything, you see.
Quit dodging the question and answer me!
How about you ask Alex yourself?
I can't do that because ever since he came home, he's locked himself in his room and won't talk to me. So you're the only person that I can get answers from, and I want them now.
I guess I really don't have a choice then, do I? But I'm surprised you haven't figured this out yourself. After all, wasn't you and Alex who were both stalking my poor little cousin?
Stalking? What on earth are you talking about? We weren't stalking anyone. All Alex was doing was scoping out a possible fiancé and testing the waters with Gina.
Is that what you're calling it?
Oh, I think I know what this is about. You're jealous because I made Colin wake up, break up with you, and now you're mad because he's going to be marrying your cousin instead. I have no idea where Alex got it in his head that he should have ever been dating a man like you when there were plenty of young and fertile girls he could have chosen from. Well, I sat Alex down and I told him that I wouldn't sit by and let him throw away my chances at a grandchild by being with a guy, a person of your persuasion.
Wow, that is messed up on so many levels. I don't even know where to begin.
And just what is wrong with any of that, huh?
Well, first of all, it sounds to me like you're causing serious mental anguish to your son by telling him who he can and can't love. Second of all, I think you're forgetting that I'm Alex's boss. And for the record, it was in fact Alex who was flirting with me and asked me out on our first date.
Wait, no, that can't be.
Another thing, Gina has a boyfriend already, and he just so happens to be studying abroad right now.
She has a boyfriend? I had no idea. But then why would Alex try and get with Gina?
Well, that would probably be because he wanted to try and sneak his way up the company ladder, apparently.
And just what is that supposed to mean, huh? My son isn't some gigolo. How would getting with Gina even help his career?
Well, in any case, I'm in line to be the next CEO of the company. As for Gina, she is the daughter of the current CEO.
Wait, what? Are you kidding me?
Not at all. And now I see that Alex was really just eyeing ways that he could try and get close to the levers of power here. Although I've already heard from other employees here that Alex is a horrible employee who drinks on the job and shouts at his fellow co-workers. There's even recordings of it that proves it. I suppose he thought since he was staying me that he could get away with doing whatever he wanted.
So then, you're really next in line to take over the company?
That's right. I was content to leave Alex alone until all of this stalking business, which I'm sure you also had a role to play in. After all, Gina heard you two talking about how you were telling Alex that you needed to get with someone who could give you grandchildren this time. You probably just saw Gina as some girl and they even got her looking into her family.
But I thought that she would be the perfect vessel for my son.
That is a seriously disgusting way to refer to someone's body. What is the matter with you?
I just want grandkids. Is that really so bad?
You were going to try and kidnap her, make her spend the night with Alex, and forcibly impregnate her. That is a whole slew of criminal charges, including rape. Do you have any idea how scared Gina is? And do you have any idea how furious her father is?
You mean her father, the CEO? But I'm just a desperate old lady. Surely anyone can understand that, right?
No! You're a horrible monster who's manipulated your son and almost made him commit a terrible crime! You deserve to be locked up! And consider yourself lucky that Alex is getting away with just being fired. Although I will be suing him, you can count on that.
You can't be serious, right?
I am serious, and you will be hearing from my lawyer soon. The only person who apologized for the horrible acts of Yolanda and Alex was Alex's father. He said that he had never been more ashamed in his life, not only for his life's bigotry against me, but for a horrible conspiracy against poor Gina. Now, the mother and son live together in a tiny apartment, scrounging out a meager living and fighting with each other every day.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Good morning, Mark. Hey, that day has finally come. Our wedding is tomorrow. I can't wait.
Oh, hey Beth. Yeah, finally, huh? So, how are things at home? You folks doing okay? It's been a while since you've been back.
Yeah, my folks are all excited. Mom's cooking me up my favorite food. It'll be nice.
That sounds great.
We already submitted the marriage certificate. So, although we're officially married, it's still nice to have a real wedding. Makes it legitimate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. All the preparations are set, and all we have to do is wait, and you'll be walking down the aisle in no time.
You're making me nervous already. Well, I better get to bed. Got a long day tomorrow. Let's meet at the wedding hall tomorrow.
Yeah, no problem. I'll be there.
Let's see. This is Randy, a friend of Mark's. I'm sure you heard from Mark that I made all the arrangements for the wedding. That little surprise he talked to you about? I'll set that in motion right when you say your vows. Just so you know, this little show is gonna wow everyone there. My idea, by the way. Yes, you have a bundle of nerves. Hope it goes without a hitch. Okay, see you later. No response from you about that last message I sent you earlier. Oh well, suppose you're just busy getting ready. You know all about how this is gonna go down. I mean, Mark and went over it countless times. Okay, here I go. Let's get the show on the road. Okay, that's that. Mission accomplished. Boy, you really did a great acting job there, Beth. I was surprised. Oscar material for sure. Man, I ran in there, stopped the whole proceeding, swept you off your feet to my car waiting outside, and we took off. The performance you put on was so real, yelling and screaming at me to stop. That was totally awesome. To be honest, I actually thought it was all real for a second. But did you really have to keep up the performance in the car? I suppose you really got into character, and I understand that it's probably hard to set your mind straight again. You went so far that you ended up ripping your wedding dress. Just so you know, that was not my fault. You just overdid it with your acting. I don't want you charging me for damaging the dress or anything later on. And costs like that, I mean, I suggest you ask Mark about that. Okay, now that the plan is over, I'm gonna go into hiding until things cool down. See you later, and good luck with the rest.
Well, that prank was a piece of cake. Great planning by yours truly. Bet you were super surprised. So how'd it go? You should have seen everyone's faces. You heard about our little prank from Randy, right? It's not every day you see that kind of elaborate prank. Awesome, wasn't it? I already explained everything on my end, so it's safe to come back. Alrighty then, I better get going. Hey Beth, you there? You even see my text? I know that prank probably really got you, but relax and come on back. All is safe now. If you don't come back in time, all the scheduling for the wedding is gonna get all screwed up. Oh, I get it. That prank was a bit too much for you. You pissed off at me or something? Is that why you're not responding to my messages? Is that it? Or is this like your reverse playing a prank on me? Is that it? Come on, Beth. Women dream of such situations. It's like that famous movie. All women want to be in this kind of position at least once in their lives. This is a surprise that me and my friend Randy played on you. Something you'll remember for the rest of your life. Oh, come on, you should be overjoyed that it played out so smoothly. I'm serious. Please get back here ASAP. Hey, Beth, what's up? Where the hell are you? Stop being so stubborn. You know what you just did? You didn't get here, so we had no choice but to cancel the wedding. How could you do this? I'm not going to pay a cent for the cost. You know that, right? The bill's going to you. I told all the guests that you suddenly had a change of heart and took off with Randy. That the whole thing was actually real. That's true anyway, right? I mean, I can't even get a hold of Randy for God's sake. You're still with him, aren't you? You know what, Beth? I really didn't think you're that kind of woman. I had you pegged all wrong. I was completely snookered by you. How could you do this to me? The only thing left is divorce. Yeah, that's right, divorce. You're gonna pay for this too. I mean, literally.
Mark?
Finally, I was wondering when you were gonna respond. Where the hell you been? How could you run off with Randy like that? It's supposed to be a friggin' prank for God's sake. So how does it feel to calm you like that? I was such an idiot, I thought I was the one playing the prank.
Did Dad contact you?
Huh? Dad? What are you talking about?
I'm at the hospital now.
Pardon me? At the hospital? Why?
I was kidnapped from that wedding by that guy, Randy. He took me to some place and threw me into this dark room. He unlocked the door, and I wasn't able to get out.
All you had to do was send me a message on your phone. Did you even think about that?
My phone is at the wedding hall. I can't very well carry it while I said my vows.
Excuse me, at the wedding hall?
I was finally able to get it back like 5 minutes ago. As a result, I wasn't able to see the messages that you and Randy sent to me. I never saw those messages. I had the fingerprint lock on it, so I wasn't able to get someone to check the messages either. And there seems to have been a total lack of communication between you and Randy. I'm sure you can comprehend the current situation, right?
The current situation? Well, what do you mean?
I'm saying all this time I wasn't able to get help from anybody. I was completely helpless.
You serious? But I was only trying to...
I later learned that I was locked up in a warehouse. It just so happened that a security guard was making his rounds, and happened to find me passed out on the floor. I was taken to the hospital by ambulance. All I had were some scratches and bruises, but I did hit my head in that dark room. So I'll be staying overnight here just in case.
Which hospital are you staying at?
Do you really think I'm going to tell you?
Of course I want you to tell me. What are you talking about? I'm your husband, for God's sake. I'm concerned for the well-being of my wife. We also have to talk about the wedding. We have to reschedule it, right? We have to explain the whole situation to everyone. Clear any misconceptions.
Wait. You're not seriously thinking about rescheduling the wedding, are you?
Of course I am. This time we'll do it right. No more silly pranks. I do it all different. I'll think it's some kind of surprise that you really appreciate. Of course, any surprise will be totally risk-free. I give you my word. I'll think this through, I swear.
No thanks. I've had enough. I want a divorce.
Oh, you're not serious. Come on, Beth, it was just a joke. Hey, Beth, I know you're seeing this. Pick up. Why the hell did you hire a lawyer? I went to my dad's place after the conversation with you, and he told me to never come back home again. And then today, a lawyer you hired came to my place. What the heck is going on here, Beth? He's demanding that I pay damages to you and that I have to pay for the entire wedding. Seriously? What the hell is this, Beth? We're married. I'm married like a month. You can't do this. And you went ahead and canceled our honeymoon too? What's gotten into you, Beth? You were looking forward to that trip. What's going on in that head of yours?
What's going on? I want to ask you the same thing, Mark. Well, what's going on in my head right now is that, well, put it simply, divorce.
Wait, what?
Do you even realize the sheer terror I went through with your demented prank? I get the feeling you have not an inkling of care for what you did or what emotional distress you caused me.
Come on, Beth, it was a wedding prank. A surprise, and a pretty cool one at that. All I did was think up the most elaborate prank I could play on you. Something that you'd remember for the rest of your life. I know maybe it was a little wild, but I bet you won't forget it anytime soon. Am I right?
You call that prank a little wild? Your little wild prank ruined the entire wedding, not to mention our marriage.
That's because you didn't come back right away.
Did you not hear the part where I said I was locked in a warehouse? Are you really that daft, Mark? Oh yeah, didn't I also say I had no way of communicating? On top of that, you canceled the wedding and said that I actually did run off with Randy. You made me make me out to be a total tramp. I'm also thinking of suing you for defamation.
Oh, hold it a second. Wait, what?
I want a divorce now. Not tomorrow or next week. Now! I don't want anything to do with you. Just being around you is trauma for me. Am I getting through to you, Mark? Please. I don't ever want to see you again.
But I was only trying to make the wedding something unforgettable, something we could talk about for years to come. Hey, Beth, what the hell's going on? I just learned that both me and Randy, we just got fired from our jobs. Is this all you're doing?
Please, Mark, not again.
What do you mean, not again? This is serious business. This is our livelihood you're talking about. How are we supposed to pay you for damages and the cost of the wedding if we don't have jobs? You tell me, Beth. Lose my job and all payment stops. You're just making it worse for you.
I'm sure you already heard where I was locked up after Randy kidnapped me from the wedding.
Pardon me?
That warehouse is owned by your company. The company that you and Randy work at. You used the company warehouse for your treacherous little prank. Do you really think that the company would simply look the other way? Do you guys really think you guys can keep your jobs after dragging the company into this, frankly, dangerous prank?
But we were on...
Anyways, you're barking up the wrong tree. I had nothing to do with you guys getting fired. The company made the decision all on their own.
Then maybe you can talk to them, you know? Get him to forget the whole thing, that you aren't gonna press charges or anything, that we didn't mean any harm.
Are you really asking me to help you?
Yeah, it's the least you could do for your husband.
Our divorce has already gone through, so I really don't know what you're talking about.
Hold it. What did you just say?
I was just getting to that. My lawyer submitted the divorce papers with your signature on it. So it's done. We already submitted all the papers at City Hall. It's all over. Kaput.
You already submitted them.
Yeah, that's right. Sooner the better, right? About the damages I was demanding, your folks paid the entire amount today. They said you'll be paying them back for it. Same with Randy. I just checked my bank account. He deposited the entire amount I was demanding. I got all I was asking for. Why stay married, right?
But so soon? Couldn't you have waited? I mean, we loved each other all these years. How could you just drop it like that? It just seems so unexpected.
You brought this all on yourself with that stupid prank. I thought you had more common sense, Mark. And please, did we really love each other like you said?
Beth, come on, let's give this one more chance. What do you say? I'll think of a real interesting surprise for you this time. The safe kind, I swear.
Are you still talking about surprises? What's this weird obsession with surprises, Mark? It's kind of creepy, to be honest.
But the reason why you went through with the divorce is because you didn't appreciate my prank, right?
Pardon me?
So, please give me another chance.
I don't understand you, Mark. Your goofy thought process really bewilders me.
Beth, please.
Goodbye forever, Mark. That guy. He couldn't figure out what he did wrong to the very end. I keep asking myself why I even fell for this guy, and however short, marrying that idiot. Considering the way that guy thinks, I was worried he would come barging into our house, demanding to talk to me. So, my parents and I decided to move to a neighboring town, some distance away from Mark. And what do you know? Just as I had foreseen, Randy and Mark came banging on my door late one night. They apparently thought we were still living there, and made quite a scene in front of the house. I guess they figured all would be resumed once I got back together with him, and probably thought that they could get their jobs back as well. But all they did was get arrested by the police for disorderly conduct and resisting arrest. Luckily, we weren't there anymore. Now, both of them had criminal records, and their prospects for a decent job went straight down the drain. The decision to move out and start a new life with my family was the best decision I made. I work remote, so there's no particular job position I'm tied to, so I'm sure they will never locate me again. No more silly pranks for me.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hello? This is Jenny Wilson, right?
Huh? Who is... You're Caroline Henderson, right?
I didn't think I would land in the same section as you. I mean, what are the chances? We applied for the company at the same time and had our interview on the same day. Is this the fate of the gods? What's God thinking?
Right, but what do you mean by that? We started our positions at the company just yesterday. I think that was the first time we met face to face.
You probably didn't know this, but your husband? He's my ex.
Excuse me?
Yeah, noticed the name and checked you out, and what do you know? You're married to my former husband. LOL. What are the chances? Don't you agree?
Well, he did tell me he was married once, but I didn't pursue it. I see.
Yeah. Can you believe it? LOL.
Well, no use worrying about it now. The past is the past.
Pardon me?
I'm saying it shouldn't hinder our jobs. It's a private matter. So, private and work are separate. Let's keep it that way going forward. Look forward to working together.
That's all you have to say?
Is there anything else?
Well, not really.
Okay, so that's it then. I'm in the middle of preparing dinner, so I better get going. Hey Ken, you okay to talk?
Oh, hey Jenny. I just hopped on the bus. Should be home in about 30 minutes.
That's great.
What's up? You want me to pick something up on the way?
No, got everything. I just wanted to tell you something important. Couldn't wait.
Oh yeah? What's up?
You know that company I started working for yesterday? Well, your ex-wife works there too.
Wait, what? You mean Caroline? She works there?
Yeah, she recognized my name and checked me out. I just got a line message from her.
You exchanged line IDs with her?
Yeah, I know. But we entered the company on the same day. I thought it wouldn't hurt. A coworker, after all. Until she told me I had no idea she was your ex-wife.
Are you gonna be okay with this? I mean, working with my ex-wife and in the same section?
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to it, to be honest. But it's only the second day of work, and besides, you guys got divorced like 3 years ago, right? So maybe we should just see how it goes. Maybe it'll all work out.
Well, if you say so, Jenny. But don't go out of your way or anything. If you run into trouble, you make sure you tell me. Got that?
Yeah, right. Thanks, Ken.
Oh, I'm almost at my stop. Sure you don't want to pick something up at the grocery store?
No, I'm good. See you later.
Hey, Jenny. I'm a bit busy. Could you take over this assignment I'm working on? I would really appreciate it.
Are you serious? Again?
What do you mean again? You look like you're not doing anything important, so I figured I'd give you some meaningful work. You should thank me. But I keep asking and you won't do it.
It's not my job to assign work to the staff. That's our manager's job. Besides, we're still in the temporary training phase. The work we do now will be considered, and then they'll decide whether to hire us full-time, and it'll be a factor in determining what position we'll be assigned to down the road. If you don't do the job you're assigned, there just is no purpose in doing it. Does that make sense to you?
Oh, come on, Jenny. You're such a straight arrow. LOL. I can't believe you married Ken. Boy, his taste in women has really changed. I thought he went for beautiful, outgoing women, like me.
My husband has nothing to do with any of this. Anyway, I better get going.
What? Are you serious? What about my assignment?
I finished my assignment on time, so I'm going home. That's how it works.
What, really? I have a date tonight.
I have a date too. I'm set to meet my husband for dinner later tonight. Better get going.
I really can't believe you, Jenny. I can tell right away that you're BSing me. Ugh, forget it. I'll just ask Mindy. She'll do it for me. She has respect for her seniors. LOL.
Hey, Jenny, you back home? Sorry, I'm gonna be pretty late tonight.
Huh? Really? Why?
I just talked to my boss a while ago, and it seems he wants me to go on a business trip overseas. Starting the week after next for 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah? Didn't think you'd be going on business trips anytime soon, especially overseas.
Yeah, well, I've been helping out with this overseas project for some time now, and before I knew it, I was neck deep in it. They want me there as sort of a technical advisor.
Oh, I see.
So my coworker, who's been overseas numerous times, is going to advise me on what I have to take and what documents I have to prepare. So I'm gonna be pretty late. Go ahead and have dinner without me.
Yeah, okay, no problem. Hey, Caroline, are you there? Is today your day off? I haven't seen you all morning.
Oh, hello there, Jenny. Yes, I'm taking the day off. I'm on my way to a 1-week holiday overseas with my boyfriend.
The manager is furious, you know. You never called them about taking time off. I mean, if you knew beforehand that you were taking a holiday, you should have put in an application. That's how it's usually done around here.
Oh no, I forgot all about that. Could you do me a favor and tell them for me? I would appreciate it.
Wait, excuse me? No, you tell them yourself. I'm not your assistant. You're an adult. There are rules you have to follow as a company employee.
Hey, Jenny, do you really not see it? I mean, it's obvious.
What the hell are you talking about?
This is too good. You know what? I'm gonna tell you after I arrive at my destination. Okay, I'm getting on the plane. Have to shut off my phone. See ya.
Hey, Carol.
Hello, Jenny. Been a few days. This is Carolyn, the one on a wonderful holiday overseas. Remember me? LOL.
You really have nerve, Caroline. It's been 3 days. At this rate, you're going to get fired. You do know that, don't you?
Yeah, whatever. I really don't care.
Excuse me?
I was going to quit anyway. No need for a newlywed to work anymore, LOL.
Pardon me? Does that mean you're going to marry your current boyfriend?
Yeah, sort of. I guess it's the right time to tell you who my boyfriend is.
I'm really not interested.
Just hear me out. You'll be interested after I tell you. You can bet on it. Okay, get ready. I got back together with my ex, your husband. Now your ex, and now my soon-to-be husband. LOL.
Wait, what?
After we split up, I found out that he went on to make over $200,000 a year. I was just thinking about how I could get back together with him. That's when I happened to start working in the same company and same section as you.
I see.
And after he splits with you, he'll have no problem paying you off considering how much he makes. So I figured it would be fun to steal him away from you. One day after work, I followed him and acted like I ran into him by accident. I then asked if he'd like to go to a motel for a quickie, and he jumped at the chance. I mean, who could resist, right? LOL. Hey, Jenny, can I ask you something? How does it feel to lose your husband to his ex-wife? LOL.
I'm curious, where are you vacationing?
Hawaii. We're over here on Maui at the moment. When we first got married, this is where we came on our honeymoon.
Your honeymoon was in Hawaii?
That's right. Bet you're green with envy right now. I heard you guys went on your honeymoon to a local resort. Is that true?
A local resort?
That place is like a 2-hour drive from your place. Not much of a honeymoon, LOL. Well, that's the story. He's back with me. I feel bad, but it is what it is. Who wouldn't want a husband that makes a 6-figure annual salary?
Yeah, well, just so you know, you've taken time off from the company without proper permission. Don't say I didn't tell you.
Yeah, whatever. LOL. Oh, and he said he left the divorce papers with you, so would you mind submitting them? If you don't mind. LOL. We plan to submit the proper marriage papers when we get back from Hawaii. See you later. LOL.
Hey, Ken, you free to talk? It's about your ex-wife. Seems like things are getting a bit out of hand. She just sent me a line message.
Oh, please, what now?
I'll send you what she wrote.
Okay. What the hell is this? She seems to have got everything wrong. On top of that, she likes making things up.
Yeah, so what should we do?
Well, for one, she needs to get her facts straight. We have to explain to her how much trouble she's causing us with her misconceptions. I'll contact some of my relatives, and I'll contact my folks about all this. I hate to have you do this, but when she calls again, would you mind explaining all this to her? That's all her misunderstanding? I really don't want to dump this all on you, but as you know, I'm currently on a business trip, so... And besides, you're the only one who knows how to get in touch with her.
Yeah, sure thing. I'm okay with it.
Sorry to put you through all this.
Hey, Jenny, thanks for the divorce. I'm surprised you didn't put up a fight, LOL. As soon as I landed at the airport and switched on my phone, I got a message from him that the divorce went through without a hitch. So I immediately submitted the marriage papers. You know what that means, LOL.
Already?
Strike while the iron is hot. Isn't that what they say? Now I'm the happy wife of a husband with a 6-figure income. A dream come true.
Not sure how I should say this, so I'll say it straight. He's not my husband.
Excuse me?
For one, I haven't been on my honeymoon yet, and Ken said he divorced you even before he went on a honeymoon with you.
Wait, what? You didn't go on a honeymoon?
This person you got back with is Dan, right?
Yeah, so?
My husband is Ken. Dan is Ken's older brother.
Excuse me? Wait, what did you say?
My husband is your ex. Ken, that is.
Huh? Wait, what?
I heard this whole affair from Ken some time ago, but when you married Ken, you almost immediately had an affair with his brother, Dan. To make a long story short, you divorced Ken and married Dan, but you didn't get along with his folks and broke up 3 months later. I'm right so far?
Yeah, well, but you know, as long as he makes $200,000 a year, I really don't care if it's Dan or Ken. Makes no difference to me.
Yeah, I was getting to the annual income part. According to Dan's ex-wife, who he just divorced yesterday, he's the one that had a thing or two about his income. She apparently married Dan without having any knowledge of the affair and 3 months marriage with you. She even moved in with his folks, who really abused her. On top of that, she learned that she was trying to get back together with his ex-wife, meaning you, of course. As luck would have it, she saw those divorce papers on the kitchen table and immediately submitted them. She then went to her lawyer to get advice.
Wait a second, her lawyer?
Apparently, she's getting advice on how she can get financial settlement going.
Financial settlement? How much? Hold it 1 second, would you? How about Dan's income? How much is he making really?
I heard it's 0.
0? You're not serious!
Apparently, he was living off his folks all these years. They always spoiled him. That's why we keep our distance from them. Haven't talked to them in years, to be honest. Actually, it was his wife that was making $200,000 a year. He was just living off her. What's that word? Gigolo?
Gigolo? You're not serious. You didn't tell me earlier.
Well, for one thing, I have no obligation to tell you.
Excuse me?
Maybe you didn't know, but as I said, we haven't talked to Ken's folks for a long time. Ken cut ties with them years ago. And I'm Ken's wife, which means I have no responsibility to you, so why would I even think about helping you?
What the hell is going on here? I was supposed to have married a guy with a 6-figure income, for God's sake! But now I find out his income is 0? Are you kidding me?
It is what it is. So now that you understand what's going on, I just wanted to clear things up. That's why I contacted you. I'm busy, so I better get going.
Wait, you can't leave me hanging. Help me out here, Jenny. I mean, we are co-workers, right? Give me some help here.
Coworkers? No, I believe you've already been fired. I'd give them a call to verify it.
Fired? Are you serious?
I did warn you about this. You do remember? I mean, you just joined the company. You were still on temporary status. I don't believe them for firing you.
I thought you told them I was on vacation. I told you to tell them.
What would that do? It wouldn't make it official. All right then. That's all I have to say. Goodbye, Caroline. Caroline apparently just finished paying off her own debts when she concocted this scheme of marrying her ex. She thought she had made it after years of paying off her debt, but with Dan's ex-wife demanding compensation, she's currently back where she started, heavily in debt. She got fired from her new position and was forced to take a part-time job at a local restaurant. Apparently, Dan had additional debts to pay even before he was burdened with this extra demand. They had no other choice but to move in with his folks again and live off their good graces. Caroline demanded a divorce, but Dan would not have it. She's now stuck with abusive in-laws and a debt-ridden husband that will not work and refuses to give her a divorce.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.